Hello everyone. Welcome back to streaming. This is going to be a much less stressful and less intense Kong stream because my main account should be safely in the playoffs. I have 1974 right now, so it's looking like the cutoff is actually going to be fairly low this season compared to the previous season. So I'm not going to be worrying about playing on main Kong. Instead, I will dick around, essentially, with Freekong. I don't know, this seems like the perfect opportunity. It's a rare Apex window where I don't need to worry about actually playing my real account. Freekong is not Apex ready by any means. But that said, that's the point of just dicking around and having fun in here. We're going to be queuing in against Bronze 3 players, and despite how crappy and freebies-oriented my box is, at least everyone is level 70, so that's one thing. A lot of the new players who just hit level 70 might be dipping into Apex Arena for the very first time. They may have a lot of units that aren't built. They may have a lot of units that, even though their account level is level 70, they may not have 15 level 70 characters. So before we dip into a match, I'll just briefly go through my team. So this is my freebies-only account. I'm not sure if you've watched any previous Freekong videos, you know kind of what the rules are. I'm not summoning at all, ever. So the only way for me to get characters is provided through the story, provided for free through Secret Realm events, which is why Ainz is in here, for example. Even though he's SSR, he was one of the free event characters, so I got him. And I also bought a bunch of SR characters from the black market shop using my Trinity crystals, one shard at a time. So I've got actually pretty decent Bowmaster Grenier here, built for damage reduction. And I have a pretty decent Vargas as well, so this is going to be essentially a 2-tank box. We'll see where we can go from there. Ainz, the rest of my characters aren't super well built because lack of resources means I'm not maxing out lots of good gear. I don't have lots of best-in-slot gear for a lot of these characters anyway. I do have a lot of bracers. Almeida is going to be one of my healers just because she is a free character that you get early in the game. I've got a couple of these crossover units. Shibaraku and Tomohashiba are kind of meme-worthy. Cherie is one of the only SP characters that Freekong actually has access to, because other SP characters, even ones like Hein, where I do have the character, he relies on having an SSR character to unlock all of the quest steps to do his SP class. So I don't have Elwyn, can't get SP Hein. I can actually get SP Cherie, so she's in there. Cavalry Matthews in there. Lance, main reason he's in here, despite being decently built actually, is for this Empire buff, because I have lots of Empire characters. Primarily Vargas. Sonya also buffed by Lance, so she's in here. I actually have a nice gear set for her. Angelica is my time buffer, and she's kind of a good healer. If I had better gear for her, then she might be able to heal a bit more competently. But she's in there for the time buff just because I do have like Ainz, Shibaraku, and Hashiba in here who all benefit from that. I do have my own Iris, but the reason I'm using the Mercenary Iris is actually so that I can share my gear. I have so little gear actually built. I stripped Iris of her gear and put it on Almeida so I can use this Mercenaries set that she comes with. It's actually not as good as my Iris, but it's going to have to do. Clotair's a little bit of a cheat. He's the only character in this box who's technically not a freebie, but he is a mercenary, so I figure it's fair game. I'm not going to take him out just because of a technicality on the last day. So, I believe I will get started with our first match. Freekong has won a couple games, 4 and 6 is not terrible for a total trash account. I'm in like 2400th place. And even if I lose all my games, there's nothing really lost for this account. I might just make some Bronze 3 newbies day and get them some points. To maybe get into Bronze 2 for better rewards for this 1 week that it actually matters. Okay, so let's see what kind of... I don't even know... Like, most of my previous games were played with varying degrees of mercenaries and unbuilt characters, so I'm not sure what my band pick line is going to look like with this. I have 2 tanks, I have technically 1, 2, 3, 4 healers, so I'm not sure what my win con is going to be for this box. Maybe just... If I'm facing, like, low bronze players, maybe just hope that I'm able to blow them up with AoE. One of the other problems with this box is I really don't have an answer for debuffs or AoE of any kind. I don't have Gospel yet because I haven't unlocked Melania yet. So yeah, AoEs and guard ignores are going to be kind of my main threat. I mean, Lucretia's a good first ban regardless of whether you're playing bronze or not, so... Okay, they're getting Cherie out. Huh. I think maybe for the purposes of this team, I just take away Cherie's buffs. For now, at least. And Cherie's out, so I'd probably rather lean to the Empire side rather than the Glory side with Grenier, so I'm going to go ahead and first pick Vargas. So welcome to the stream, everyone who's watching. I thought this might be a nice alternative to the stress of actually playing Apex in the last window. If there are people out there who are kind of nervously sitting and watching their score, this is a pretty low-key, low-impact way to spend your evening. So he does have a tank. Let's see, what does he have for healers? He has 3 healers. I can ditch 1. Kind of maybe hope to force a healer pick next. And unfortunately my Lance is not going to be able to do much against this, but I do want to get him out for his faction buff. But maybe that can wait. Hey, Razor and Najin, welcome to the stream. I haven't fielded Hashiba yet, so I'm not 100% sure how well he plays. I'm gonna see if I can maybe get some kind of, like, long-range AoE play off with him. I don't know. I'm gonna ban the rest of this guy's healers. I guess he still does have Deedlit as kind of an off-healer option. If he wants to play Epsilon, then fair play to him for getting Epsilon. Yep, totally fair play. Najin, the Apex Arena season ends in about 2.5 hours. This is the last day, the last window of the last day. So he didn't like my AoE picks. Let's see. I mean, Egbert is another AoE pick, but my Egbert isn't great. Oh, he's risking edging me out of my healers as well, so I better secure a healer. He should pick Deedlit here to get some healing and support. If he wants to pick Epsilon, then that's cool. Alright, so now's my chance to get rid of Epsilon and Lambda. The other two are not hugely problematic for Vargas. Lee, I'm not 100% sure if there's going to be a break before the Apex playoffs or not. Okay, I want to make sure I get my Lance now. I have a feeling that there's not going to be a break, just because this season was originally supposed to be 8 weeks long, and they ended up extending it to 10 weeks. So that change in the schedule might have taken, like a week off. It might have taken that up. I guess with this, there's no reason not to go for Grenier. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. At least he can buff himself. So, against this team, I think Vargas is going to want to stick with Guardian Infantry. And what do you even have for troops? What do you even have for troops? Kind of nothing super compelling, so we'll keep you with Sky Archers. We want to put you not next to your allies. This is a straight line, 7-block straight line, okay. I don't really have any way to get through that Hildegard, so it's going to have to kind of be up to Vargas, which is unfortunate. Lance having these horses is certainly not helping things. I'm actually going to put Lance on Lancers, which is, yes, it's absurd. Yes, it's absurd. That is the name of the Freekong game. We got a faction buff for Hashiba. He's buffed, he can buff himself. Okay, so then just her reconfigure and her healing. Actually, in that case, maybe I can keep him on his Heaven's Guards and just reconfigure him to a different class type. Although that's really telegraphed. Still, who are they going to have that Lancers is good against? Let's just go for it and see how it plays out. Let's just see how it plays out. Yeah, that's not a guarantee, Lee. They might still give us... They might still give us a week off. Personally, I think the sooner they start the playoffs, the better. Oh, no. Infantry. I was kind of hoping that she would have brought unicorns just to give Lance something to be on type against. But my small brain play backfired. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. So she doesn't have teleport. That's very interesting. And she doesn't have a ranged skill. So Vargas is okay to push up. Oh, Freekong. What am I going to do about this Hilda? Actually, my Vargas is significantly better than this Hilda. So, I guess he's the guy. Yeah, Lee, unless things go incredibly wrong in this current window, I should be safe for playoffs. Now, I did give Grenier guard priority, which is kind of unfortunate. Not going to move him yet. Let's just buff up our empires. Main Kong has 1974 points right now, which I thought was going to be pretty close to the bubble, but from the looks of things today, I've been watching my rank drop like 3 or 4 ranks each window. So I think I'm pretty good. I think the cutoff is going to be like 1950s, which is lower than last season, but I think a big part of the reason for that is because of the introduction of the new rewards for the top 512. So a lot of people who might have previously pushed harder to be top 256 to get those rewards are probably content with being in the top 512 and not necessarily worrying about pushing hard. So yeah. Lee, I think you're safe. I think I'm safe. Tristan, Najin, you're asking about Tristan. He has about 5 points more than me, so he should be safe as well. And Soda, yeah, I tried to get a little creative and bring Lancers on Lance. I wanted to make sure he was mixed type, so he could get all of his bonuses, and I was kind of hoping that we would see unicorns and maybe an off chance of Horse Hilda or double horses on Helena, but that gambit, it was a long shot to begin with. Didn't really work out. Okay, that's how far that goes. But before I do that, I kind of want to end his turn not near an ally to get his Arms of Strata buff up. Or his Wisdom of Strata. He's the Wisdom one. Gonna get some Toma Hashiba action in. Okay, he got a breeze on Tiny Jess. That is enough to worry this guy, because Vargas is not going to be guarding magic for him. Does he guard magic? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay, if I put him back here, he won't guard Vargas, but he will guard Lance. Not that... I don't know if Grenier is going to be able to tank a Tiny Jess hit either, but at least he'll take it. Oh, another breeze. Well, let's see what his opener is going to be. He has a couple options. He can T-Jess someone. She can reach. Cherie can reach for the old double smack. Although I don't know if she can double smack with this skill set. All right, let's try. Let's just hit that T-Jess and see what happens. Let's just hit it. Actually, this is effective against flyers. Let's just see what it does. It's a long-range AoE. Let's just see if it can do anything to this Cherie. Or should I buff Grenier first? I'll do this first. This is more exciting. Alright, it totally wiped out the angels. That is pretty sweet. So I'm not worried about Cherie coming in for an attack now, unless she gets completely topped up by Sea of Miracles or something. Also, can I just say that I love Toma Hashiba's voice acting? Alright, what are we gonna get here? What are we getting? Okay, Vargas is just gonna eat it. This is Lance's time to shine. Lance is pretty beefy. Alright, now I need to get Grenier in here. T-Jess can still be problematic against my team. Vargas, it's hard not to have a tanky Vargas. Vargas is very thick. People underestimate him because he's an SR character. This is not even a super built, super tanky Vargas. Yeah, Yalda, I'm not sure if he was just trying to, you know, break some shit or get some debuffs. He had a Demon Slayer on. I'm not 100% sure. That might have been a I'm not sure what to do move. Or he felt committed to using Helena there. Now, the only thing about going here is that it... Oh, this should be fine. I do want to push up a little bit. Everyone's still being guarded. Actually, these guys... Everyone's being guarded by Grenier right now, except for Vargas. Alright, let's see if this takes Vargas down. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so we need Vargas back at full power. And I want to use him to try to hurt Hilda. So... let's make him infantry. He's double infantry right now. I'm just going to pester for now. Oh, man. Oh, we took a life off Hilda with Toma Hashiba. Actually, you can stay there. It's worth it for the Hashiba plays. Lord, I'm glad you're finding some entertainment in this as well. Alright, so Vargas survives that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get him nicely healed up for his assault on Hilda, but he might not need it. I'll probably bring Grenier up first, just to make sure that people are being guarded. Oh, Hilda's not guarding. Oh, Hashiba shut down her passives. Okay. Okay. Her passives are shut down. Just through the end of her next action. Okay. Damn, I wish I didn't bring stupid Lancers on him now. He could have gotten in here and killed someone. Okay, Cherie, let's see what you got for me. Let's see what you got for old Grenier. Those angels aren't going to fare well against all these archers here. Okay, Vargas has taken it. She does get her act again. Is she going to take out one of Vargas's many lives? Yeah, she didn't realize that Lance was still being guarded by Vargas's 3-range guard. Or she did, and she just wanted to kill Vargas again. Anyway, Vargas is back. Cherie behind enemy lines. I think I'm gonna try for her with Lance. Yep, rip. And we still have this play on unguarded Deedlit. Oh, that was it! That was it for Vargas! He'd put some good work in for us, though. Now, without Vargas, though, this... These guys are not being guarded by Grenier right now. Hang in there, Gren. I'm gonna need ya. Okay, she's still not being guarded, but can he really do the job? Oh yeah, he can. He can. He's probably dead now. Is he really just going to sit around and play this game out with just Hilda? I have a tank and a healer. I mean, she's kind of a healer. Yeah, she counts as a healer. Bald Virash, yeah, that's pretty good, except Vargas can actually kill stuff, too. Technically, you gotta give Ghost Aim credit. They got like 4 kills on Vargas, so that's something. Alright, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Is it worth seeing what he can do to her? Getting thorned. Yeah, worth it. Well worth it. Oh, we have a Virash fan in the chat. Good. I'm glad. And that is... I have to change all my descriptions and everything now because we're not dicking around in Bronze 3 anymore. We're going to be dicking around in Bronze 2. Lord, my guess might be that's like a level 50 Hilda. Because you only have to be account level 70 to get into Apex. He might have some unleveled characters that he just has filling up his box. But to me, I would say if I had like level 40, level 50 characters... yeah, there's no tanks in here though. And he definitely had this Lambda in his box. Actually, that was probably this Deedlit too. Yeah, that was probably this Deedlit. That was it though. That might have been this Cherie. So that guy definitely had a couple of mercenaries in his box. And probably just threw Hilda in so that he could have enough tanks. Alright, so loading into Game 2. Game 2 of Freekong versus Bronze 2. Actually, Game 1 of Freekong versus Bronze 2. Let's see if we find a different caliber of opponent here. And, you're more than welcome to try to stream snipe me, but I think you might have a hard time matching against me unless you literally haven't played Apex before. Like, I mess you up, your team might be able to load in against this team. Not to call you out. The rest of you, I'm sure, are sitting pat on probably decent playoff scores. So that's the other thing. We're going to be seeing some queue times. There may not be a lot of bronze level players queuing in right now. I suspect most of the action is going to be people scrambling to get into either Lang, it's their last chance to get Lang rank, or to get into the playoffs. So a lot of the people who are down here around bronze rank might not feel any pressure to play because they don't really have much to gain. There's only this week left, like tonight, in terms of getting more rewards. So having gone from bronze 3 to bronze 2, you know, I'm going to get 3 more SR scrolls and 1 more of these garbage arena enchants just today. So Maybe if it was early in the season, people try to climb up the ranks, but this late in the season, like, there's not too much point for the low rank players to get in and fight. Takes too much energy to play Apex. I don't know, I find Apex pretty fun. Silver 1, though. That's pretty close to Gold 3. I bet you could have done it. But Silver 1, I bet you wouldn't even be able to match against Freekong. That's quite a gap. It's like 4 ranks. Yeah, Najin, your account is pretty fresh. But keep grinding away at it. Like, once you get to level 70... I always say this, but anyone who can queue in to Apex Arena, it's worth it just queuing in and losing all your qualifying matches, because that's how you get your weekly rewards. Every single week, scrolls and arena stones to burn. And actually, in the qualifying games, you often run into people who are quitting out of their qualifying games, because a lot of people will get 3 wins and then quit the last 2. So even with a brand new, fresh level 70 account, totally filled to the brim with mercenaries, you might get a couple wins, and, you know, you'll queue in at Bronze 3 or Bronze 2 or whatever, and get rewards every week, so it's worth doing it once you get level 70. RNG is a legitimate strategy, you know? I think Hashiba did some pretty good work for me there. I'm going to try to get him out next game, too. I wonder how wide the matchmaking can possibly get. Like, I'm happy to queue up against, like, Bronze 1 and Silver 3 players. Is this getting into, like, Silver 2 range now? Am I going to fight one of Loomis's clients on a boosting account? Oh, I see Lonebird is pushing for top 512. Good luck, Lonebird. Full-time team. I would be happy to field a full-time team if they would let me. The last opponent instantly banned Ainz. I don't think they wanted to fight any AoE whatsoever. Coming up on 4 minutes, queue time. Is this going to be the story of Freekong's legend? Not finding opponents. I'll tell you one thing, the guy I just fought probably isn't queuing again. That's the one downside of bullying with Freekong, but, you know, I can't feel too bad. Like, it would be one thing if I was actually bullying with a good account, but, like, it's the Freekong account. Like, there's so much junk in there that even people like my last opponent should be able to beat me with the right team. Who's my strongest DPS? Oh, who's Najin's strongest DPS? Or who's mine? A slow-motion train wreck, the train loaded with railguns. That's a pretty good description of the Freekong account. How long does the queue timer go? Is it like 6 minutes? Yeah, okay. No opponent was found. Let's go look at my box real quick. Since we're not going to queue into someone right away, this is maybe kind of fun. I didn't show Hashiba when I was bringing up my units at the very start of this. So I have them decently built. It's shared gear that I can put on other characters. You know, he gets boosted attack. The passive skill silence, that's what kind of screwed over that Hilda in the last game, because then she couldn't guard. And also boosted attack and range again after I ended my first turn outside of range of my fellow friendos. And then this 3C, that's what I used to cut Cherie in half and obliterate her archers. It does pretty decent AoE damage based on his very high attack. And it was also effective against the flyers, so if he didn't bring angels, that wouldn't have really done as much. King's Crown is kind of an awkward pick because you want to end your turn not directly beside your allies. Yes, this Toma is 6-star and has max bonds. I like raising the time characters because I can actually get their bonds maxed. Other characters, I can't do that because they usually need an SSR character for their bonds. Yep, I do have Cav Matthew rope. You know, I've got his unique equipment and everything. I don't have his 3C because it's kind of sucky for this, what I'm doing with Freekong. But he's got pretty decent attack. Matthew's another character who kind of benefits because he doesn't need SSR characters to unlock his bonds. Yeah, I don't have an extra Tenyos for Hashiba. I think I have it on my healers. If I have a Tenyo? No, I don't think I have a Tenyo helmet at all. I don't think I have a Tenyo helmet at all. I could go with Shadow Raid, I suppose. I've got Sonya, she's pretty good. I actually don't have any rune stones used on Sonya, so her stats could get better. But they're not better right now. It's mainly her int that benefits from her other runestones anyway. Yeah, I do have Earth Elves maxed. So, you know, going Shadow Raid is certainly something that I could do. Doesn't hurt. I'm not going to be fielding him anyway, really. Lance? My Lance is pretty stacked as well, as far as Lances go. And Lance is another character who actually does have his attack bond. So, normally I have him on Heaven's Guards. Most of my other characters are kind of crap. Like, I have Egbert in here, but he's pretty crap Egbert. He's just there to scare people with AoEs, like the last guy who didn't want to face AoEs. That's really what Egbert is there for. Cherie's not bad. Her stats aren't the best. So there's definitely room to improve for Cherie. I'm definitely going to be putting Narm in here when I get her SP fully done, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet, just because I don't have enough like resources to go through the SP quest. And believe it or not, Vargas is actually one of my strong DPS units. You just put a bunch of defense, put as much defense as possible on Vargas, and he hits the dudes. So this is a pretty good Vargas roll. My Ainz, I would really like Ainz to be better, but I don't know. I don't have good gear for him. I don't have good enchants. So he could be scary, but my Ainz is really not that scary. Other than just having AoEs. Which honestly, a lot of people down in Bronze, having any AoEs at all is pretty scary. I mean, it's scary for my Freekong team too. Like, if I face a Bozal, I pretty much have to ban the Bozal. I don't have anything that mitigates AoE. I don't have good magic tanks at all, period. And I don't have any good debuff immunity. I don't have Gospel. So when I do get Melania and get her built up, I'll probably have to put her in just as one of my healers, as sad as it sounds. I mean, I guess it's sad enough to have Angelica and Almeida in here as healers as well. But actually, having like Iris, Angelica, Almeida, and Melania as my 4 healers is going to be kind of funny. It's going to be kind of funny. I don't know if I like the looks of this timer. Oh, here we go. We actually got someone. Nice. All right, let's get ready, folks. Let's get ready. Who's our opponent? Who do we not like here? That's a normal Cherie. Bozel. We don't like Bozel. He has a dark buff. I mean, Sigma can ignore guard, but that looks like a normal Sigma, too. Lana is the other AoE unit, but she... Well, she could get a princess buff, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to take Bozel. Considering I was just talking about how Bozel screws my team. Alright, once again, we're going to go with first pick Vargas. Grenier has less appealing features. Oh, now maybe the Archer as a counter to Flying Ares. That's potential. That's potentially interesting. But without being able... Like, I don't have a Cherie to buff, so Grenier brings less to the table. So who is Vargas shit against? Mages. And... Bernhardt. Probably Infantry Elwyn, too. Oh, that's another mage. But he's going to want to go Empire. Probably this. Probably that. This is dumb. I acknowledge this is dumb. This is a dumb stream. It's fun, though. I'm glad I'm doing this and not playing real Apex. Alright, he bans out a couple of my Empire Deeps. He does go with the Elwyn. Is that his only healer? Okay, now let's get something that can deal with... Who's he likely to pick? He's going to want to get a tank. So I might want to secure... Let's just get Hashiba again. He was epic last time. And I still have all my healers. Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. Let's just... We'll make this the Hashiba show. He put in work last game. We have no reason to demote him yet. Alright, and he gets rid of my other AoEs. Makes sense. And he is getting Sigma. Interesting. So let's take away his tanks. They're both buffers. Lana could definitely still be trouble. Yep. So that's something I'm going to have to look out for. I wanted to get him off his tanks first. And I'm going to go ahead and... I either want Shibaraku, which is hilarious, or Matthew to deal with this Elwyn. Let's bring Matthew. And I'm not going to need Guard Ignore, I'm not going to need Shadow Raid, so I'm going to bring Horsies and Air Slash. Alright, let's get rid of some of this magic. I need a healer now. In a pinch, Matthew could buff her. Alright, so Vargas is going to be the one without the faction buff. So we'll go ahead and bring Grenier as an additional tank who can be buffed. And he'll buff these three. I'm kind of happy with that. Alright, what is he going to have? I feel like I still want Guardian Infantry on him. I am going to give guard priority to Gren. Gonna make you full horseman. Actually, bring angels? No, because you could snipe my angels. I forget which of my horses are actually built. That's inconvenient. Well, you can't go wrong with bone dinos. Sword Dance actually might be funny against this team. Although it's a non-balanced blade shit Sword Dance, so... And she's on a full healer kit. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, we do have double full aerial. We have full infantry on Elwyn. Infantry with Reign of Glory, though, so we do have to be careful of that extra mobility. And we do have Archer Sigma with Cyborgs. Alright, he's going to be looking to make a play with Ares pretty much right away. He could kill Hashiba now. Maybe her, too. Well, that's not nice. Well, let's not make assumptions. So he would have to end his turn here. He could end his turn here and AoE here. But if I go there, it gives him... Just looking to take away options for where he can end his Ares, like where he can do his Ares AoE. The old turn 1 Aka Ares. It's alright, we can deal with it. No, unfortunately, Close was pre-Freekong. That the rerun of the Trails in the Sky banner was before the Lushiris Gate server was created, so Freekong started around the time of Overlord. That's an excellent noob question. I'm glad you asked, because it is absolutely not the only way to star up units. In the bonding realm, you can do something called Gates of Fate, and you can get up to 3 or 4 shards of a character per day. You have like a limit of 9 uses of that per day, but You should definitely, as soon as you get access to the Bonding Realm, you should be doing Gates of Fate for your chosen characters every single day. Alright, now we need to do something. Can I make him safe? Do people ever take pity and leave the match? I have not had anyone leave out of a sense of pity. I have had people... He's targeting Vargas. I mean, I guess the Cyborgs, he hope to use the type advantage there. Oh, that's interesting, Gold Magistrate. So you're fine with sitting on Gold 3, you get your gold rewards, and then you just give people wins? I'd love to move ahead. I don't want him... I don't want him to hurt me. Well, this is kind of a mess. This is a messy opening. Let's see how it plays out. Alright, this is now or never for Ares. He's going to AoE the bulk of my team. It looks like he's going to get Almeida into the suck as well. Actually, maybe not. It would be not responsible to not heal here, so... Let's use Roast. Alright, what am I getting invited to? JB! Not happening. Alright, what's the play? What's the play? Preemptive counterattack from Grenier. Oh, that hurts, Ares! Okay, Ares is not scary. Who is Scaries right now? That could hurt my... Well, let's buff up. Let's buff up. You're just sitting here. Chucking some roast quips at Ares from afar. Thanks, Almeida. Once this Akka gets in the game, that might be something. Look at that. Oh, she actually has some attack. Gonna have to be careful of that. Alright, here comes the snipe, the Cyborg snipe against my marked Vargas. And that does nothing to Grenier. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, Matthew has his prime choice of targets right now, but he's still gonna chill. Vargas is still gonna chill. I'm running out of people who are still gonna chill, so... I guess maybe... Well, where's he going to be? I want to make sure that he's being guarded. If I'm attacking like him... Well, let's just come up. Why not? Let's just come up. Yeah, there's no good reason not to do that. Get some more quips out there. Look at all these quips! Damage taken? Alright, here comes the play. Reign of Glory. If he attacks Vargas, Grenier is just going to guard it again. So this might kill my Grenier? No, it doesn't kill Grenier. Okay, so I guess, like, Elwyn is the one that I like the least here, so I think I'm going to try to poke Elwyn. See if I can do anything against Elwyn with my long-distance bone dinos. Yeah, Elwyn's toast. And you? Vargas is guarding, so why don't I bait up here? Yeah, Various Archer Grenier is deceptively durable. But the thing is, mine, well, most of them really, but mine certainly relies a lot on damage reduction, for example, from Last Rites. So he's not at full now, so most of his actual tankiness is gone at this point. Get some quips out there. I'm very interested to see what Hashiba's going to do here. Okay, Hashiba. Let's see what this can do. Actually, is it more worth it to use it on Cherie just because she's full right now? Probably. Ares is pretty borked. So let's just bust up another unit. Oh, glorious. We love it. Okay, Matthew's still being guarded by Vargas, unless that somehow got stripped, but I don't see how it would be possible. Vargas is taking care of everyone here, except for this guy, who's behind enemy lines. And Vargas has a few lives. Can't believe I took Cherie down to 15% with an AoE. Okay, I want Akka dead. Oh, never mind. I don't get the chance. Alright, that is win number 2 for Freekong. 75 points! We're on a win streak, friends. 3 wins, 75 points. Alright, we're almost up to bronze 1. We're almost up to bronze. Let's queue right away. The Lord thy God is loving the Freekong PvP. Yeah, I like streaming it because if I lose, I don't give a shit. If I get 75 points per win, is this the same guy? No, it's not, because there's a Lucretia. Yeah, no, this guy has many characters who are terrifying. Damn. Damn. The right play is to get rid of the Lucretia. But this guy clearly wants to play Bozel, too. Oh, I don't want to face Bozel. Lucretia's worse. Lucretia's worse. Yep, there are 3 Overlord characters in this game. We got Ainz, we got Albedo, and we got Shaltir. Okay, he is going with... Alright, I can get rid of more units that hurt me. I really should be getting rid of Kyra, because my team doesn't really have an answer to her. And we lost Cherie again, which is fine. We're going to go with Vargas first. Although at this point, what do you think? Should I maybe go with the first pick, Grenier, instead? Grenier's been putting in work. Vargas has been putting in work too. I'm going to stick with Vargas. I like the Vargas play. We'll stick with Vargas until he lets me down. It's not like Grenier's going to get banned now. Should you summon new banner? I'm working on it right now. I always post them the night before the banner comes out, so probably look for it on Wednesday. I'll have it out. I don't think it'll be earlier than that because I'm cooking up a little something for my 100th episode as well. It's interesting, Sonya. My first 3 bans are always Cherie, Clotaire, and Sonya. That's so interesting. Okay, I need to get rid of more mages, don't I? I need to get rid of mages. Jugler's also potentially annoying. So who's he going to have left? I do think I'm going to stick with the whoever that archer guy is. Actually, no. With Bernhard in play, I might want to bring Lance. Because Lance has horsies. Lance can also buff Vargas. I'll just need to be careful of Cherie's Guard Ignore. So we're going with 1 and 2, Vargas and Lance. The Vargas and Lance combo. Empire SR tandem. What do we got? He's still got 5 healers left. Oh no, Hashiba! Ah, what are we gonna do? We have a game without Hashiba. Maybe I get Ainz. Maybe I get Ainz instead. Oh, he did get Kruger. I didn't want him to get Kruger. Well, I'll take away his buff for Kruger. I really didn't want him to get Kruger. Yeah. And if I'm going Ainz, then I guess I'll take away this. Ainz. If I had clothes, I would have taken out one of the mercenaries. Lance's 3C is useful for this kind of account that actually has to use Lance. In general, it doesn't do anything to make him viable. Alright, I need to play a healer now. Lance is pretty garbage regardless. Like, even I have a really well-built Lance on this account, but if I was playing against real... I guess we'll get rid of more healers. I mean, he's going to get a healer anyway. We'll just control... We don't want him to have it act again. So I'm going to get Angelica as my healer. But actually, that's a tougher question than I thought originally, Magistrate, because the 4 healers I have in my box are Almeida, Angelica, Iris, and Sophia. I guess I would take Sophia out for close. Now, as much as I love the idea of popping Grenier in here, I might need Matthew. Nah, fuck it. Let's go with Grenier. Grenier! We're going to give him guard priority, too. Alright, let's get you up there, Ainz. And we're going to put the troll skill on you. Body of Effulgent Barrel. Troll skill. And he does have 1 flyer. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Skyfall. I find it does pretty shit damage. find it does pretty shit damage. So, Black Hole... Well, I don't know. The nice thing about Skyfall is I don't need to actually have a target for it. Let's just throw it on and see how it works. Lance, we're sticking with Heaven's Guards in case we got our infantry burn here that we need to deal with. She is bringing a faction buff for Ainz. William Householder, good to see you in the stream, at least for a few minutes. Enjoy your rest. I wonder if it's almost worth... No, Angelica can do that. Yeah, I think this is a decent setup. I think this is a decent enough setup. Decent enough. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Thomas Evil! Oh my god. Terrible luck. He does have Shadow Raid, but he's not using goblins. We've got a double Lancer Hilda. We do have Burn with Werewolves and Sword Dance, so that's something to be worried about, because I don't have anything that can save me from that. Nothing can protect me from Sword Dance. And of course, Kruger's going to be a problem regardless. I was hoping to ban all his majors. Is this guy a top Apex player? No. No. No one that we're going to see on this stream is a top Apex player. No. We are really just going to get set up this turn. I'm not super worried about the Bernie yet, because this is... Yeah, I'm not super worried. I mean, it might be Balance Blade. So be it. Hello, Suikoden. Spike. I would be surprised if we heard of anyone... Like, we're queuing into bronze players, right? So... Cherie definitely can detonate Ainz. Ainz is pretty pooched. So he has turn priority. He has turn priority, so he can... I mean, he could move Cherie in all the way, and then hit whoever she wants next turn. Right. If there's only one enemy within 2 blocks, so she could attack Grenier and then go wherever she wants after that. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ainz would have to be very far away to avoid the Cherie, potentially. I'm happy to leave Ainz kind of far away, not being guarded, because then he can be bait. My characters are all so trash that any of them being used as bait is pretty okay with me, to be perfectly honest. Okay, if she wants to Shadow Raid... She could do it from up here. Or like way out here at this point. Even if I'm back here and she Shadow Raids. Like she could Shadow Raid on Vargas. And then she could get him. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Yeah, this is possibly problematic. We got a Breeze on Bernhardt. So we got a potential ginormous Sword Dance coming in with a good Kruger follow-up. I'm gonna go here just in case his guard gets shut down somehow. But I'm gonna faction buff Ainz. It's over! Householder, I thought you were going to sleep. Thomas Evil, if you sword dance me and then follow up with Kruger, that truly is evil. Oh, you're gonna... Okay. 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 She's being guarded. Everyone but Kruger's being guarded. Can't reach anyone anyway. Oh no, Freekong takes his wins. Freekong takes his wins where they stand. There's no... What is the advantage of moving up? Sword Dance, if he has Balance Blade, Sword Dance is going to hurt me regardless. Unless I go... Well, if we're getting hurt, we're getting hurt. Yeah, you're right. I'm not as worried about the 800 attack on Burn. I'm more worried about my entire team being heal blocked. All right, yeah, here she comes. She wants Ainz really bad. Ah, oh, just can't reach. Just can't reach. The thumbs up banner, yeah, I agree. So she can plonk him from here, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ainz is not safe. There's no safety. No safe haven for Ainz. Well, I mean, I guess she will have already used her Guard Ignore, so if she plunks him and then comes around, Ainz is just gonna get guarded. Turn Ainz into a Lancer? You know what? I'm 100% gonna do that, Lord. Oh, that's too good. I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm not gonna do it yet. I really should move up if I'm planning on doing that. Yeah, but I also don't want to give her the ability to hit someone from melee and then get a Shadow Raid off. So I think I'm going to just stay here for this turn. But I'm going to expose Ainz as a Lancer just to see what happens. I do have this nice tree that I can put him on. Yeah. But Bernhardt can't melee. If I just put him back here, then she can guard ignore him. Actually, yeah, I guess I'm going to keep him behind the lines and lance him. Because even as a Lancer, I don't want him getting Shadow Raided. I wish I had Iris or Teleport or something. Okay, Lance, you can just wait here. True, Cav him, same effect. I mean, that burn is going to be getting most of his damage from the werewolves anyway. But I think I'm going to go Lance just because I really want to see Cherie try to attack him. I can see it happening. Like, is she really gonna pop a Shadow Raid and then come all the way around to try to get Ainz? Ainz is still being guarded there, too. This is gonna boost my max HP by 15%. That's probably also worth it, isn't it? Why wouldn't I use that now? I'm not going to be able to use it for healing later. Oh yeah, there's no question that I'm getting Sword Danced. I'm getting Sword Danced and Krugered next turn. There's no question I'm getting Sword Danced. Alright, here we go. Meme time. I didn't play any games on Freekong, Ace Knight. I got up to 1974 last week? Yeah, last week. So I've just been sitting on that. That's why I'm playing this for people's entertainment. There are a lot of people who I think aren't trying to climb in this window, so why not see something ridiculous? Let's go Lance Ainz! I didn't get to play Toma Hashiba in this game. I'm not as worried about the Sword Dance, I'm more worried about Cherie. Alright, here we go. Big old AoE. This is gonna not do anything. Alright, who? He's not being guarded right now. Who kills him? Does Lance kill him? Or does Vargas? I don't want to move Vargas, because then he'll be out of guard. Let's just see what Lance can do to him. Unfortunately, the Ragnarok does not break his 100% HP tech. Because he had his shield up. He had his shield up. So he's gonna... If he doesn't go Sword Dance right now, he's gonna want to move his guard in. No, he's just gonna kill... He's just gonna kill Lance. Alright, that's the act again. Where are you going? What are you doing with your next move? He's going for the Ainz. Oh, Ainz is guarded by Vargas. Oh! Vargas keeps his first life. Cherie, deep behind enemy lines. Alright, we're getting sword danced for sure, so let's get Grenier out of the way of it. That's gonna hurt him. It's definitely gonna hurt him. Now I need something that can kill Cherie. Yeah, this guy probably doesn't have Balance Blade. There's definitely a stab with Vargas coming. I wish I had a single target skill now. I wonder if I should just Skyfall to put some damage on these guys. She does have Rewind and Mass Heal coming, so that's probably not as effective. You can stay right there. Vargas does not have his revives. I should just kill Cherie. I should do it from here. Okay, so even if Vargas goes down, we do still have Grenier ready to charge down in support of the team. Gren in decent shape. Actually, his guard's going down. Alright, what's the play? What's the play? Oh, stay alive! No, stay alive! Okay, I think the play now is to get Vargas out of there so that he can be healed. I don't think Hilda's gonna kill Ainz. We'll heal him up. Ooh, don't like that though. Don't like that. We'll wait for him. No, we want you guarding. More or less. Thorns. I do kind of need Ainz to be alive. So that doesn't bode super well. Don't kill Vargas. By single attacking with Hilda. Two faction buffs, by the way. Didn't notice that before. Tensei buff. Alright, he is going for the Ainz block. I can move Ainz up here and put him under Grenier Guard. And AoE. Ainz also still has his Effulgent Barrel self-tank skill up. Hasn't procced yet. Oh, Grenier doesn't have his conversion up, so he's hurting. Okay, Grenier is guarding everyone, so they shouldn't have a way to kill Vargas. No matter who she decides to attack, she's not attacking. I'm going to move all the way out, get my guard back up. Get mass heal. We're in decent shape. Ainz is in single target mode for the next couple turns, but we do have fairly strong tanks, and she has a full heal skill available. I'm actually behind on damage. But the fogs are coming. Oh, he's entrapping Burn. That's interesting. Let's heal him first. Should have made him infantry, but I had backup time pressure. He's fine like this, though. Look at his fucking stats. Okay. We've got pretty decent... Let's see where he moves Sophia, but we've got pretty decent coverage. Oh, that was a smart place to put her. So they're not fully trapped, but the pressure's on them now. I have a bit more of a say over the middle than they do. He's up on damage, but I'm not too worried about that because I do have some big damage characters waiting in the wings. Starting with this. Oh, Defender of the People is enough to save Hilda's first life. That's unfortunate. You can stay right there, though, Vargas. Burn can go wherever he wants, but these two are feeling the pressure now. Grenier would guard an attack on Ainz right now. Grenier can guard magic, thankfully. Ah, thorns. Let's get a buff ready for Ainz. Oh, we caught up on damage, too. We caught up on damage. Burn is still the only one who can get in. And he's going to do that. He's going to sword dance my team. Where can you go? Where can you go? Okay, Grenier can't be healed right now. We'll just move him next. Gold Magistrate, this is the best match of the season, other than the previous two matches. Yeah, didn't want to see it play out. That was a good time to quit. Oh, it's only 25 points because we hit the next tier. Oh, I wanted to see like 100 points. Anyway, that's 3 in a row. So what do we got? Bronze 1? Here we go. Winning record for Freekong. Bronze 1. What are we getting? What are we getting in Bronze 1? Oh my god, look at all those scrolls. Look at all those scrolls. 4 more scrolls. That's our scroll packs. I don't know. Do you think one win is worth 100 points? Rope and Yalda are both saying it gives 100 points. We still have an hour. Just over an hour to go, too. I'm going to take a very quick break to top up my soda beverage. Drats, I don't even have anything I can auto-battle for you. Yeah. Why don't I put on... I'll put on a replay of the match that I played yesterday. So we didn't get to see it on the stream. So I'll throw on a quick replay of this match, and I'll be back with a beverage. right, we're back. All right, how are we doing in this match? Looks like I've got Vargas set up. He's pumping everything he's got into that shell tier. The double Lancer shell tier, who looks like she's getting ready to crash into some Guardian infantries. I'm happy to keep my positioning. Keep Vargas for last. GG Waifu Senpai. My Covenant on Freekong is not high because, frankly, I have not been bothering. I've not been bothering to do the little matches. So I've just been kind of like... This is the thing about running 2 accounts. Even when one's a meme account, like, I spend the majority of my time on my real main account, right? And then if I ever have leftover time in a day, I'll just pop over to Freekong and do dailies and kind of maintain the account and make a little bit of progress here and there if I can. So unfortunately, the Covenant hasn't been one of the areas that's been really getting lots of attention on Freekong. But next time I have some time, I'll sink some time into it. All right, so let's go queue in against some Bronze 1 opponents. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but that one match, the latest one we just played, it was a little bit more difficult than the previous ones. Oh god. 77 points. I didn't even load into pick ban. So GG. That was what probably happened, is that was someone who just faced me and they were like, fuck that, I'm not playing fucking Freekong again. Sorry, Kaze, I wish I could donate those 77 points. Alright, next match we're shooting for 23 points, unfortunately, if we win it. Yeah, I was just going to say, the reason we had a more difficult game is because we didn't get Toma Hashiba. We need to make sure we get Hashiba somehow. Oh, this is a more interesting box. Look at this. This player actually has an SP. So, can't be too low level. SP Sigma's in there. Zerida also, so we've got a couple Guard Ignore Assassins. We've got a Reen, who could potentially be really annoying for this account. Yeah. I'm not as impressed by Cherie, SP Cherie, because even Freekong has SP Cherie. So the Guard Ignores are potentially tricky, but I do think the Bozal is also tricky. And to be honest, this Yulia is going to be... This Yulia is going to be bad. And I don't know, he feels like someone who wants to first pick... If I ban Cherie, he wants to first pick Yulia. Let's just go with our gut. I kind of feel like I need to first pick Grenier just because he can guard magic. He has a better chance standing against that Yulia than Vargas. No, I can't stray from the... I can't stray from the way. Although picking Vargas does make Yulia a very obvious pick for him. Oh, and he got rid of Hashiba right away! Wow, what is it about Hashiba that's so scary? Oh, he does get... Oh, that's brutal. Okay, I'm going to want to get rid of this. You can't deal with multiple of those. And I guess this is my chance to get rid of the Yulia. Whatever's scary about Hashiba, like, Clotaire also does it. Spike, it's possible that he did hear my strat, because it's possible that these Bronze 1 players are watching Freekong as we speak. Okay, I'm down to... I have 3 healers, so I'm not pressured into picking a healer yet. Oh, he got his Rachel, too. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. So, I mean, Ares and the Assassins... He's going for AoE here, so I think Ares is a more pertinent threat than the Assassins right now. I mean, I guess we can take one of them. I'm taking Lance because he buffs Clotaire and Vargas. Sonya down. He got a tank secured, so I could take out the other assassin and the act again to pressure a healer pick next turn. Matthew, yeah, believe it or not, Matthew is a good pick here because he can ignore guard. Landius complicates things a little bit. And then I'll have 1 healer. I feel like with this, I'm going to want more than 1 healer. But I also want to see Matthew in action, so... I feel like I want more than 1 healer there. But I just want to see Matthew in action. So that's my rationale there. If he does let me ban out his healers, then he still potentially has Elwyn who can heal himself. And get some healing from Rachel as well. Okay, so we have... I mean, I feel like I need to go Lance against these guys, so we're going back to... And unfortunately, my lava tits aren't fully built on him. Vanguard Lancers and Hoplites are both fully built. So Hoplites might not be too bad, to be honest. Vanguard Lancers are a bit shittier. Yeah, let's go with Hoplites. I need to build those Lava Titans. Alright, and we're gonna get Matthew on his Goblin Knight, Shadow Raid. And Clotaire, I really don't know. I've got his 3C. I've got both his AoEs. Lance, I'm not going to throw on flyers. I'm going to go with my stupid Vanguard Lancer tactic again. And we'll bring her with her usual... Actually, she doesn't need faction buff. Is there any point? Cyberese! Yeah, it's not just a free-to-play account. It's also a no summons account. So every character that I have is a totally free, like, available as a free unit. From events and whatnot. Hey, someone in the chat actually recognizes one of these players. It's certainly possible that this is not a bronze tier player, given how the queuing has gone. This might be like a silver 3 or silver 2 player. I'm allowed to use friendship summons because everyone in the friendship summon pool is freely available through like the black market. I bought a lot of the friendship summonable characters in the black market. It's 10 Trinity crystals per shard for them. Alright, Bozel's coming in hot. What happens to extra shards after maxing a unit? You can either trade them in the memory essence shop. Dude's gonna hit a Vargas. Alright, he can come in displace me here. Okay, Lance is the exposed one. I don't want to waste my Clotaire stuff. So I think I just hang back with old Claudie. I do have turn priority. Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, I'm still within guard. I don't want to give him something with Bozel either. Still in guard here. Let's just threaten that. So this should be enough. Easily enough. But then Lance is exposed to this Elwyn. But that's okay, I think. Now, I honestly feel like blowing Clotaire's load here. This will protect everyone. But if I blow Clotair's load, it gives them targets. But what else is Clotair here for? Like, this is what he's here for. I'm not going to use it yet. I just want to see the range. Yeah. Like, why not just... Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't we do this? Yeah, Rachel moving is the only thing. Oh, we'll go Vargas first. We'll go Vargas first, then Angie. Oh, there is no Angie! Oh, Bozel OP. Yeah, that's pub-all. I don't know if a Matthew that's this hurt can kill that Bozel in Landius Aura. And if I try, my Matthew's exposed. Oh, well, I think I want to do that, though. Because the other option is going Clotair first, and she'll just heal Bozel back up. Damn. Matthew's not going to do anything. Clotair's not going to do anything. How far away can I do this? At least I can do it on a tree. Okay. Okay, I think Matthew tries for Rachel now. I think Rachel's a bit of an easier target. Less death. Oh no! Oh, it's close enough. Close enough. What can we expect from Matthew? That was admittedly my ban pick, too. Like, I went with Matthew kind of against my gut just because I wanted him in action. That's okay. You'll just run away. Ah, interesting. So because he revived, it doesn't count it as successfully eliminating an enemy. I was wondering about that, which is... okay. I mean, you saw how much success you had with that last time. Unfortunately, Vargas is pretty pooched here. Oh, silenced Lance too, just insult to injury. I don't have any healers against a full Bozel. Poor old Vargas. Doesn't guard magic. Alright, that's it. It had to happen eventually. Freekong's trash freebies-only account had to eventually lose a game. Alright, let's keep going. We still have 50 minutes before this window closes. Actually, I'm going to want to check Main Kong's standings. Oh, we've got a Gizaroff. Look at this myth box. Look at this myth box. We got Reen, Kyra, Kruger, Gizaroff, Young Jess, Yulia. Look at all these myths. Wow, look at all these myths. So far, every single game, Cherie's been banned. Look at all these myths. Bye, Gizzy. Okay, this is definitely a box. Hey, there's a Vargas in there. Gotta respect the old Vargas hustle. Okay, I'm gonna change things up and go Grenier first pick. Alti. You are the only remaining... No, I could ban both tanks. Why wouldn't I ban both tanks? I mean, Alti's kind of a tank. He's not really gonna be a tank. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we need Leon out of there. And I don't really care if he picks Vargas or Hilda. I should just ban someone else who's annoying. Can I pressure a healer pick? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we're going with Hashiba for sure. Okay, so he does get his healer. So this is my chance to get rid of assassins. Or Vargas. Yulia. Yulia's not as scary for Grenier. I mean, she is scary. What a pain in the ass. But currently buffless. I kind of want one of the assassins gone, but I also want Reen gone. Alright, we don't have healer pressure yet. So, to be honest... how do we feel about Shibaraku? No, let's fucking go with Vargas. Let's get the all-star team all out. Alright, now he's hedging down my healers. Okay, he's got Kruger. So there's potential AoE. We don't want you. We don't want you. We're gonna get our healer and buffer for Hashiba. I mean, it is SP Ultimuller, so it might be like his best character, and that's why he's picking it. Damn, banning Shibaraku. Well, I'm gonna get Lance for the buff for Vargas. Yeah, that's not who I wanted. Elwyn's okay against this team. Arian Rod's another AoE, which I don't like. Hilda... Okay. Grenier's set does not change. We want him back on Guardian Infantry. You are safe to go back on Heaven's Guard. Your set doesn't change. And you want your faction buff back. So everyone's buffed. Yeah, they're her best. Okay, so Ultimuller shouldn't be too problematic. The Yulia is going to be problematic. The Arian Rod might be problematic. I'm probably going to have to rely on Vargas to do work against her. We'll see how it goes. Oh, good, another level 37 Thor. Who do we got? Kakaroto! With a Vargas profile picture. What a champ. Much respect. Much respect for that. Okay. It's an Ultimuller, that's for sure. Yep, it's a double Lancer. Well, no, not double Lancer. She's holy. It's a good enough Kruger. I mean, he has the right troops on Kruger. We got Empire buff. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. We just gotta go. We just gotta go for it. No sense playing back. I don't think he's going to YOLO one unit in to get picked off. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. I guess I... No, yeah. He didn't have to YOLO too far. Arian Rod's getting ready. Yeah, I think the Arian Rod and Kruger 1-2 punch is probably going to be too much for Freekong. So it may, Householder, it may be over before we even get to see the Yulia in action. No cap, Asian Aussie. Toma Hashiba's voice acting is one of my favorite things about this entire game. So he is going to be able to big suck. I mean, he's definitely going to get 3 people. But as long as 2 of them are active guards. I guess the question is, how far does he move after the big suck? Is it his entire block of movement? Don't really know how far he moves after the big suck. Immunity to 2 blocks of mobility reduction, so maybe he just moves 2. Like, I'd like her to not be there. Maybe this is enough. We'll see. It's okay for her to be far away anyway. Alright, Yulia is also going to be a problem, obviously. She does have a range. I think now is the time I at least get away from Yulia. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, what's the play gonna be? He's gonna have a play. What's it gonna be? I honestly think that a AoE with AoE follow-up is probably a better opener against me than the big suck. I would like him to still be guarded. It's something. Certainly he can't one-shot with his AoE. It's not an atrocious Kruger. Like, for Bronze 1, or Silver 3 Kruger, I would definitely expect worse than this. Okay, we're going with the big suck. He is sucking in 2 tanks. He's going to focus down Grenier. That's fair. Oh, he's in good shape, too. So, that also sucked Vargas into Yulia range, which I don't like. This is going to be a thick Ultimuller. Oh, counter-killed! Yeah, well, Lance had all the advantages there, other than stats and terrain. Like, that's a real Ultimuller. So, unfortunately, this game is probably over as soon as this happens. Yeah, it's a good-ish Ultimuller. Certainly a very good Ultimuller for Bronze tier. I'm not sure why this person's matching up against Freekong. If I move her up, she's just getting picked off. Oh well. One Vargas down, and no counter to Yulia, so this game's over. What I needed for Yulia was a couple of ranged attacks, like Grenier could have been my range follow-up. So I could have done a Hashiba / Grenier 1-2 punch. Ulti has kind of done his thing already, so I think... the Kruger is my low-hanging fruit there. Poor Freekong, losing all those many points that I stacked up. Actually, this is another excellent example of why you should be queuing in and playing your Apex matches, because in one match, you can make 75 points, and then if you lose like 13 points. I had a win streak, Ara, so that definitely changed things a little bit. But I got 75 for one win and 77 for another win. So if you're getting 50, 75, 77 points and then losing 10 or 13 or 15, you're going to climb. Like, there's no way you stay in bronze. Oh, all that healing. I can only protect one of them. I might as well be the healer. Actually, is that still in Godly Menace range? Yeah, it is. Shit. I haven't used Yulia in a couple weeks. This game was over anyway. Even if I made that play correctly, like, I'm just not beating that Yulia. Vargas can't do anything to her. She'll heal up. They have a healer, so they're fine. I could give in, but I still have much to learn. This guy's not climbing for playoffs or Lang rank, so there's no time pressure for him to win. I still want to see a couple things before I quit. If I have something to gain from a match, even if I'm going to lose, if I have something to gain, I want to gain it. Like that, for example. Benjamin, was that you? You're trying to get gold. What rank are you right now? Here, you're in here, like, respecting my team in the chat while totally obliterating me? Stand-up guy, you're right. That earns Benjamin a shout-out. Big shout out for sure. Well, you know what? You got old Freekong into Silver 3, so that's some SSR tier scroll rewards right there. Let's take a look what friend of the channel, old Benjamin, got to us. 50 crystals, I owe ya. Look at all those scrolls. What a boss. So, Benjamin, when did you join the stream? Like, were you watching before you queued into me? Or did you pop over to the chat after you saw that you were fighting me? If we've learned anything, it's that you can get into gold in, like, 3 matches. Why don't I try to queue into you and return the favor? Because we want to get you your skin and stuff. Wait a minute, you fought a guy called Freekong for half a match, and only then did you realize it was me? You're going to enjoy the... If you go back and watch the VOD of the pick and ban, you're going to enjoy our comments on your box. Okay, this is not you. We've got a Cherie and a Kyra, which are both scary. I'm not super concerned about tanks quite yet. But what does this guy have for tanks? Okay, it's a Christiane Hilda Jugler. I think we're going with first ban Cherie here. And we'll go back to Vargas. Yeah, we'll go back to Vargas. Well, thanks for the win, Benjamin. It was definitely... You had it in the bag with Yulia. Your Yulia could have definitely soloed my team there. Now, this is probably the 4th time, at least the 4th or 5th time, that Clotaire and Egbert has been the second ban. Clotaire, Egbert. Yeah, Vargas is one of the only weapons I have, to be honest. Oh, he's very concerned about me going AoE, isn't he? I could, force a healer pick. And who else do I want to ban? Probably Kyra is the other guard. Well, Zerida's in there too. Zerida actually buffs Jugler. Let's do that. Let's just play with this person's mind a little bit. Okay, and we are going with Hashiba. Actually, with him not having Rosen, I could almost put her out and heal Reverse Jugler. Let's try that. We haven't played Sonya yet, so let's bring Sonya out for one game. Matthew and Ines. Okay, Vargas is not super worried about the Elwyn. But who else related to Elwyn is scary? I guess the rest of the healers. So we got a couple Empires. We do want to secure the Empire faction buff. I lose Hashiba, unfortunately. And my Empire healer. Okay. Probably gonna want to bring out another tank. I gotta get rid of these. Bernhardt's scary too, though, to be honest. There's still a lot that can scare me in that box. I'm tempted by Grenier. But what's he gonna do against this? I think... Almeida's my healer. Oh, and I still get Grenier anyway. Nice. So we're going to get rid of Burn here. And Arian Rod, and we can let him have a couple extra tanks. Yeah. I'm going to have an extra tank. Okay, so we've got a couple tanks. I think I probably need to go double Lancer on Vargas. Hoplite's a nice pick for that. I do want Vargas to have tanking priority, so we'll put Grenier back here. Oh, unfortunately... Yeah, unfortunately I think I... Well, you know what? I'm going to go Lancers on him again. Didn't really work out super good last time. She's all set. He's got his faction buff. Nothing really changes here. She's got her full healing kit. Knee-high. What are you doing? We got a donation alert from Knee-high Low. The Big Eyes donated 50 bucks. Some bucks for Freekong's victory. Well, hopefully this is a Freekong victory just for you then, bro. Because we're actually on a 2-game losing... No! we were about to be on a 2-game losing streak, but Benjamin threw one for us in glorious fashion. But yeah, great donation. Thanks for the donation, man. You're definitely keeping yourself on the dono leaderboard up there. We got a cavalry jugler. Lots of rushing, lots of rush ready. Rosalia's definitely the threat. She can shut down one of my tanks. That's part of the reason I brought 2. So I'm actually going to go ahead and muscle up. I don't want Jugler to be able to dive on me yet. Yeah, Benjamin's donation to the channel was 35 points and getting into Silver 3 with Freekong. So we'll have to get that on the donation charts at some point too. But thank you again for the donation. We definitely want to make sure that he can't jump in between 2 tanks. Elwyn getting ready. It would be fun to heal block him. But I don't think she's going in this turn. We'll threaten it anyway. So Freed TBW on main chord is in 255th place right now. He was trying to sit on his score. He was being quite conservative about what he needed, and he didn't want to queue in again and lose, and now he's 255th. With 20 minutes left, I think if enough people play... Is this guy getting a mobility boost? And no, so he can only go here. He's guarding. Yeah, there's no way 255th place holds up for the next 20 minutes. He's dropping out. We were telling him in main chord, too, that he's going to need to do some matches, and he probably should have done them. Alright, what are you threatening? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he could suck Vargas away from guarding Sonya. Lance is definitely not going to be next to get an SP class. Well, I guess he could be next. We already know about D-Heart, so Lance is probably on the long list. I don't think they're in any rush to boost Lance. I don't know, I just don't see it the way they've been treating that man. Now, I don't want to overcommit her because she can't run back into guard yet. Kind of want to see what he's going to do. Yeah, that's fine. Or then Almeida's not being guarded, but that doesn't really matter because I don't think anyone can hit her. Yeah, that's fine. Is Lance even salvageable now that he has his gear and 3C? Not exactly. Alright, so we're charging into Vargas. Let's see how this works. See how it goes for you. What are you going to do to Vargas? It does put him in range of being killed once. I don't think it's worth blowing her 3C just on a stray Elwyn who's already acted. No, because he's immune from his, yeah, his 3C, he's immune. So I guess we're just going to heal Vargas to get him ready for the next onslaught. Yeah, Arth, I agree. Lance's 3C and gear didn't really help. So definitely SP is kind of the only avenue left to salvage him. You're not doing anything anyway, Lance. Thank you, Icarus. 3K subs. Yep, that's right. I'm going to post an announcement on my community channel probably tomorrow during the day with a little calendar of celebratory events. Okay, Jugler is guarding. So if I use my 3C on Hilda, it'll hit Jugler. But then she won't be able to run back. Yeah, she won't be able to run back. Drats. Oh, is that an aura? Like, if I do that... Enemy units within one block can't move or guard. So it's not an aura. She could go here. Strike to here, and then run back. How many spots does she run back? Oh, she only runs back if she gets a kill. So I don't want her to be super dead. On the other hand, he doesn't really have a way to heal Hilda, so I might as well just throw this damage on Hilda. And she's fine there. Vargas is guarding. Sucks Lance away from guard. That's not the end of the world. Lance is one of my lower priority units. But I could also... Oh no, he's not being guarded by Gren there either. Let's just put a pot shot on this horse jugler. Alright, this might take one life off, depending on which tank she hits. She's gonna go for Grenier. Grenier got Whirlwind, still dies. Alright, his whole team is being fairly well tanked, despite not having a healer. This is frustrating. And I think this is probably going to be the last game, regardless, even if there's a few minutes left afterwards, just because I want to check in on a couple things before I have to crash. Okay, that Elwyn is actually not being guarded. And he doesn't have his revive. I wish I could get down to one of these Grenier heal tiles. Yeah, I'm going to be posting an announcement about the 3K subs, Icarus. Obviously, we know that I've got the old... Oh, Ares! What just happened? That's like a start of this Q type move. Ares killed himself on Lance. We were just talking about Lance. Class advantage against flyers, man. So we got a Blood Shield and a Thorns proc on Jugler there. At least he's doing some damage to his Hilda. Oh, I can get a little bit of healing from Grenier's tile. I still have guard up. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I don't have guard up now because of that Beast Shock. So who's he gonna kill? I guess he could kill Almeida. I feel like this position makes that slightly less likely. Yeah, thanks, Najin. Obviously, I've got the Should You Summon on my favorite character, the Transcender, coming up on Thursday, as usual. And then we've got... it's actually going to be my 100th episode of Should You Summon, so I'm going to do a little something special for that. I think I'm probably going to build it into the Transcender episode, since that's the 100th episode, so I might as well do it then. And I'm going to have my epic 3,000 subscriber Summon Fest, probably later on Thursday, when I'll be summoning for not only Transcender, but I'll have to summon an SSR character on every single banner that's available at the time. You are still guarding. You are still guarding. Ah, it's not looking good. Legend of Natus. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy your free Seal Guardian. Okay, Jugler runs back to try to take Lance. Lance is having none of it. I wonder if it's worth... I will have turn advantage. I think I'm just going to run away. No. Why not hit him? Get some healing. Oh, the thorns, though. The Vargas build. Yeah, I'll show the Vargas build before I log off. It's a pretty bog standard Vargas build, to be 100% honest. Oh, damn, his conversion's not up. That's going to give them time to get guard back up. Unless they want to go for Lance instead. He can do that by moving her into guard. Oh, my conversion's not up! Well, we gotta get it up before we can do anything. He's gonna proc all the thorns. That's what they're there for. To be procced constantly. So Lance is going down. It's just gonna be Vargas and a healer. Can Vargas do it? Can Vargas do it? That's why they're not concerned about not having a healer. They have all those gosh darn swords floating around. But we do have Almeida. Can't win them all, you're right. You can win a pretty decent chunk of them, though. I wish that could kill. Okay, 1 life off Hilda. Jugler has a few turns left on his stuff. Vargas is hurting. Oh! Almeida still can't heal. Brutal, that's so brutal. Throwing some more quips out there. Yeah, he's looking to edge me out now, which is a fair strategy given that I've got a healer and a tank. It's going to be a tall order cutting through these 2 tanks. Damage is actually surprisingly close. My only problem with plunking at Jugler with Almeida is that Jugler's going to heal the rest of his team. I guess if I get in a position where I just need damage, then it makes sense. she can't get all the way around to get guarded either. I can't target her. Oh, that's bad. Because I got 3 seed. I believe I'm going to get boxed out in this one, which is a fun way to lose. Can't even counterattack when I'm 3 seed. That means no free damage. It also means no spirit boots to move around. Almeida's silenced again, that's not good. His guard's down. Oh, well. Ho ho ho! Ha ha ha! The Spirit Boots Vargas. Too bad she's dead and then he's super dead, and we can't beat them on damage anyway. Oh, wait! He beast shocked me, so I can't even walk on the fog if I wanted to. Oh well, a fun game to end it was with the infinitely survivable Vargas. Yeah, I already said thank you, bro. What do you think? I'm not running away? A jackass. It's after 1 o'clock. So, a fun game to end it on. We actually managed to stay in silver. Now let's take a quick look at old Vargi. Actually, before I do that, I want to see what my rank was. Because I started off in 2400. Oh wow, you know what? That means there were only about 200 people in the bronzes. Everyone else is above that. That's actually fairly heartwarming. I'm kind of glad. I was worried that it was going to be just like a whole bunch of inactive players, but pretty much everyone in that like ranking is above silver. So good for them. All right, let's go take a look at Vargo. Yeah, Arth, I was worried that it was going to be like 1,000 of them stuck in bronze, like who had played one game and then quit or something. But the fact that I only went up 200 ranks after getting 200 points, that's pretty nice. All right, let's take a look at old Vargo here, as promised. What's going on with him? Usually, in PvE, like if I'm just going all-out ham full attack mode, I'll actually use his Cyclopses, because they have a lot of attack. They're a pretty nice offensive infantry option. But my normal Vargo, we've got the Yggdrasil branch with max defense on it. Basically, I've built him pretty much mainly for defense and hit points incidentally if I can. But the reason why I stack as much defense as possible is because of his conversion. It also gives him really high attack when he has his power stab up. So his attack will end up being 1.6 times his defense. So if I stack as much defense as possible, when I have that up, his attack is also massive. Like, I routinely had over 2,000 attack with Vargas, so he can actually put a pretty good hurting on any enemy. And I have his 3C, obviously, which is a no-brainer. You basically need it for guarding. It lets him guard at 3 range, which surprises a lot of people in lower tier Apex. They're not expecting that. So if you dangle people 3 spaces away from Vargas, they won't be expecting him still to be guarding, so they'll often crash into him. And he also gets a couple of revives out of it. So yeah, for gear, we have the Yggdrasil branch, which I have maxed on defense. I also have his unique, which is another kind of no-brainer for him. Heavy armor slot is a lot of kind of even up in the air options. It's really just choose the option that's best for you and choose the one that you have the best enchant on. This one gives him ranged counter, essentially, as long as he has power stab. It also has plus 10% defense. This roll is not super great. Whenever I get ice scrolls, I try to re-roll this, because I could get 15% defense here. And it's not out of the question to roll 15% on a main stat and then a decent other stat. So 15% defense and then like 10% hit points or more would be a roll that I'd be happy staying on. Vampire Mask I have mainly on him because of the plus 10 defense, again. I think Fury of Tyr probably has plus 10 defense too, but I only have 1, so I have it on my DPS character who can actually act again and benefit from the increased skill damage. But if I get another one, I'll probably build it for him. So plus 10 defense on this, and a great roll, 11% defense and 15% HP, so this is where the majority of my enchanted HP is coming from. And Spirit Boots, because defense naturally, and I also have a max defense roll on the enchant, so he has lots of defense. 2+2, it gives me the most defense that I can possibly get out of enchants. So we're getting 5% defense from this, and 5% defense from this. Class enchants, actually nothing special, and the reason why these rolls aren't great is because I don't really have a great lock on a source for AB stones yet. I've only dabbled a little tiny bit in Ancient Beckoning, just enough to get like a little bit of stones. Oh, you are the Thomas Evil account. Yeah, nice match. We were commenting on your name and what a scary team you brought against me. So yeah, thanks for queuing and fighting. It's always awesome to see interesting teams in lower tier Apex Arena. So once I start getting my Ancient Beckoning scores up a little bit, I'll be able to perfect these rolls. Like, look, I'm missing so much defense. I'm missing 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 9 defense. That would make a big difference. And then my arena rolls are even worse because obviously being stuck in Bronze 3, I wasn't really getting arena stones. So with the arena stones that I get tonight, maybe I'll try to fix this busted old Vargas up a little bit. But that's pretty much all there is to see about Vargas, other than my training, I guess. Freekong's training fields also leave a little bit to be desired. I mean, this is not atrocious. It's better than a lot of newbies' accounts. I have 40 across the board, and then I'm building attack. And I have my Guardian Infantry maxed, which is what they need. So, yeah, Vargas is in pretty decent shape, to be honest. Yeah, Tam, Thomas Evil, there's no better way to practice than loading in and just playing against people. So, yeah, you're doing great in that regard. I always encourage people, even if you're losing, like, if you're not actually contending for a playoff spot or for, like, trying to get to a specific rank for rewards, losing's not a huge deal. Like, you actually learn a lot from your mistakes. So playing tons and tons of Apex games, and maybe more importantly, playing through, like, ban pick, because you can learn, like, what are your weaknesses? If this character gets banned, does it screw you over later on in the match? Just playing tons and getting lots of practice and lots of experience is an awesome way to get better, so it's good to see people out there practicing. So thanks for fighting me. Thanks everyone in the chat for supporting this kind of hilarious stream. I'm glad we got to relax with some low-stakes Freekong matches. And hope you all had great luck on your real accounts. For your final Apex standing, the window is now closed, which means that the standings are final, unless there are a couple matches still going on. This is what we get. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be streaming my main Kong playoff match. I find streaming kind of distracting if I'm playing a real, like a high-stakes match. So I may play that one off stream and then just record a replay of it for YouTube. So either way, you'll get to see what happens. It just might not be live. So look forward to some Transcender / 3,000 subscribers / 100 episodes shenanigans later this week. And I'll catch you in the next one. Happy Langressing, everyone.